As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets. Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
We're the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us.
Strider 1 is down.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
We're the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Strider 1 has crashed.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS for the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Strider 3 launching missile.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
Strider 1 destroyed target. Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know what one.
This is the way. Vehicle confirmed destroyed. It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this?
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on. Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Houston, Toledo squad. Friendly hello in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot. Wait. The General managed to convince them. Listen, those that protect General Labarge are the real patriots. Onward! Shoot down any aircraft that approach us. What are you thinking? There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot when the communication networks come back online.
There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hail. Destroyed. The radicals. No such thing as a good war.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone. Target acquired.
Nice work. That takes care of that one. We're heading for the highway. Thanks to you. We got out of paying that toll. Enemy has a lot. Evade! I'll wait before firing. Bail out now. Wheels 1, stop. Check your IFS. It's a friendly. I know what I'm doing. We got a friendly! We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous in Guuurrrrrrrr Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian flight test center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. Those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Guuurrrrrrr Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
Missile away. Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
Missile in the air! Wait, now! Enemy has a lock!
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 19er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah, don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked up by a tank. This isn't good. Take out any in autonomous mode. An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them! We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
Generally speaking, system failures caused friendly fire incidents among Russian forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. The blood conflict came to a head. Regional forces in the center, south, and east struggle for stabilization of the nation. The Erusian government has defied these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Russia as rebels.
The General's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
We're under attack! Hurry up and do something!
Target's been wiped out.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belgian technology than just vehicles. The IFF designations for one was the Starship fleet. And used it to make drones that resembled Osean fighters. And then to assassinate hardware with the blame of enemy fighters. But in the end, Belgian technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Russia is responsible for Harlan's assassination.
Talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Caution. Pull up. Caution.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
General's a celebrity. It seems everyone wants to meet him.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing.
How'd you last, Longcaster? We've been bringing and we're here to help.
Nice. Glad to see the Oseans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Mutualism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
I'm waiting. Don't worry. We won't let anybody do us if you.
Almost at the rendezvous, in the rear of the others. Understood.
Half hour.
The radicals truly believe Western drone productions will make up for our losses. They shouldn't be taking responsibility for the capital's fall and instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservative operatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, there's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Fox 2.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Friendly has been
Yeah,
shot down.
good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Be careful. Those guys are good. Wait, you don't think it's those Osean big shots, do you? I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
9.
Target is in machine gun range.
No good. Shit. Behind the enemy.
Osean fighter. Just sounds bad. The planner getting in my way.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Enemy is fled.
You're in my way.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Season 5. Attack failed. Let's log. Vehicle 5. Taking enemy fire.
Missiles depleted.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean Craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What? In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
Missile.
We did what we could. Weapons free. We're cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses. Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
Stall warning.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight. Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Hold on tight.
Longcaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP. ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell's going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco. Wilco.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Enemy on your back.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed Bandit.
Big shots, too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
Nice. No good. Shit.
See it, fighter. Just how long you plan on getting in my way. Evading missile. Mechanics, but nobody keeps...
Bandit destroyed. Well done. Behind the enemy.
You're in my way.
Punch 2.
Target hit.
Breaking out of block.
I'm on my target's tail. Nice kill!
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Rouge aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, OC craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What? In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Wilco. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Might build something like that. Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely. Can't afford the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. Shielded is behind this.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones headed this way. No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
I've been spiked.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target locked.
Missile.
Target was not struck. Target is in machine gun range.
Bandit has a lock.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target locked.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Stall warning.
I'm on my target's tail.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Strata 1. Target acquired. 5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need.
4 bandits left.
It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time that it should not function. But when?
3 bandits to go.
They have to data on a day.
Missile. Missile.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got.
Missile.
One bandit to go. Missile evaded.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopters flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake. Are you sent by the General Staff? No, it's like what it said. Missile! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Osean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Osean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness." Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer, at this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians.
so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
So much at stake, I can't imagine Erusia just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too.
With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs.
They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. And what? Abandon Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own.
Please, we need help.
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger. ID complete.
Thank God. Friendly birds.
Unknown successfully identified.
Shit. These are Ocean.
Update us on Tyler Island.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Our air support is here.
Missile hit.
Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Nice. Target eliminated. Tank is destroyed.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. They need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly birds. Take out the hostiles in our area. Get us out of this hellhole. We need help with Philip and Rudy.
There's more over here. Body scan. I don't think we're part of the fight. Look at that. They're all lined up.
Enemy has a lock on you.
No, they're not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shields. I can guess what happened here, but we really don't want to think about it. Yeah, those Russian bastards. It's a blatant war crime. Push them back. Take photos for evidence.
We need more ammo. Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks.
Where's our damn air support?
Go with us. You can see the enemy APC from there.
Locked on.
Our tank commander's down! Taking fire! We're pinned down!
Just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to investigate the children in proper areas. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle was destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship! It's the radicals that shot us in the back. I'll make them pay for this. No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendly!
Stop whining.
Don't pursue too deep. We just need to buy some time. Open the bay until operation feeding time. Move them away from the mass driver. Get closer! You'll never hit them from here!
Echo's 13. Two tanks left, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo. Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tanks!
Allied retreat looks good. Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Get the shit out of here, hurry! If you let them through, we're as good as dead!
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind. Missile away.
Lack of contact with Strider Destroy 1.
We're outnumbered.
Send them away.
We're sitting ducks out here.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Taking fire from a Russian aircraft!
Trigger, that was an ally. Identify, then attack.
The hell? You're killing your own men.
In the landing craft! Many thanks, Longcaster. You didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood.
I count 12 dead bodies here.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. But where are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
Seems to be upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers in the family. Most likely, they were involved in Belka.
Cyclops 2. Fox 2.
Thanks, but will we make it in time?
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right. This guarantee is the one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already. We did it! We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news. Strider 1 is down.
Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Missile. Missile.
They sound like a combat superior to do whatever they want.
Good. Help!
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running! There's more over here. The bodies of dead civilians. I don't think they were part of the fight. Look at that, they're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them are flank shoots. I can guess what happened here, but I really don't want to think about it. Damn, those Russian bastards! It's a blatant war crime! Take photos for evidence.
Destroy the target. They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes. Get out there and do something! The men say they want to at least get the children a proper burial.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Missile.
I count 12 dead bodies here. The upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta. Ambush, stay calm, reform the ranks. It's fine if we take a little damage. We need to finish this fight now.
Don't let anyone other than Aruzi airspace in the base.
Strider 1, target eliminated. Target is in machine gun range.
We're outnumbered, taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Enemy on your back. All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
We're moving out. Leave the jet behind. We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. The Arusian ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage. Hear us! We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks!
Locked on.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Strike, count 3, and the enemy's gone.
The last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly! Our guys even took out the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Get the wounded out of here, hurry! If you let them through, we're as good as dead!
Trigger, we can't afford friendly fire. Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Target destroyed.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way there are! Almost there! Commence operation no return! These are unguided. Stay on course.
Strider Squadron, we're near an armada of bogies. Identify them. Missile away. Target's in machine gun range. Target was not struck.
Identification complete. It's Arusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
Heads up. These reinforcements are elite.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Strider 1, target destroyed. The bombers are near the island. We're running out of time. Strider 1, Fox 2.
They've taken out many of our aircraft. Use
not struck. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now. Strata 1, target acquired. Intercept those bombers. Fox 3.
Nickel.
This is Graham 7, Fox 2. Graham 7, locked on target.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Locked on bandit. This is Graham 7. Attack failed. Bombs away! Bombs away! Radicals and Oceans can burn in hell.
Carpet bombing? They can't be serious. How many do they think they'll kill? We've lost contact with the Oceans on the island. We've failed. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusian strings are starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
Calling friendly birds! Take out the hostiles in our area! Get us out of this hellhole! We need help while we're still up and running! There's more over here. The bodies against the ghosts. I don't think we were part of the fight. Dad, we're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened here, but I really don't want to think about it. Some deluded bastards. Use a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence. If you see 3 strikes, count to 3, and the enemy's gone.
Our last vehicle has been destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
They're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Is this the norm around here?
It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. Supply shipment munitions depot is highly combustible.
I just got the photograph. We'll head back to HQ soon. Just give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to at least keep the children in a proper burial. Can you hear us? We're taking fire from multiple enemy tanks! We're down to less than half our vehicle. This isn't looking good. We need help. Bring all the injured.
No pursuit too deep. We just need to buy some time. Hold in the bay until operation feeding time. Pull them away from the mass driver.
Our guy thinks we got the enemy's air support. What do we do now? Send in the tank!
Allied retreat looks good.
Shit, it's 3 strikes. We're sitting ducks out here.
This whole operation is crazy! Stop whining!
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind. Target acquired.
We only need an hour tops. We have the advantage. Let's get the enemy down.
The Erusian ground forces show no sign of letting up. We're taking heavy damage. Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Lancaster. We just have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. building. Enemy has a beat on you.
You're with us. See the enemy APC from there?
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed.
Did it. We're moving out. Leave the dead behind. We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly. I count 12 dead bodies here. They seem to be upper middle class. Big ones nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Will we make it in time?
The landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave the wounded. This will guarantee us a one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
Fox 3.
Behind my target.
Don't let them in. Send them away.
Pick up the speed with your search. The faster you find them, the more people we can save. It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other.
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from an allied AWAC. Hold your fire! Roger. What are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
An explosion inside. Continue the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. We're under the supply ship. Where's the countdown?
Missile.
There's still one arsenal bird left. If we can kill it full of bombs, then Arusio will have a fighting chance. Use cameras to track the supply ship.
Missile.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If you think we're done for.
Missile. Missile.
Wait, multiple bogies from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogies. Take them down if they're hostile.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogies. Identify them.
Escort fighters, we're counting on you.
Missile.
Should we fire?
Missile.
Even if we're not fired upon? Of course.
Missile.
Chase out the bogies! There's no way there are! Almost there! Commence operation no return! These are unguided. Stay on course! Let's just get this done with.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers. They'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
We're outnumbered and we'll be surrounded.
Trigger, boss, get over here quick.
Remember the pieces of those who pushed forward.
Strider 1, missile launched. Strider 1 has entered the clouds.
This is Graham 7. I'm behind my target. Graham 8 locked on. Northeast to 101. Rocket traveler to take them down.
The bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. Get close to launch. This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time.
Launch control, roger that.
Hostile confirmed destroyed.
I've been hit by a missile.
Enemy on your back.
Attack evaded.
More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Enemy pilots are classes.
Bomber confirmed destroyed.
Missile.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Missile.
Ram Metal locked on target.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away.
Missile.
The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Missile. Missile.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Can't we fight the enemy and strike them from behind? Damn it, they're too good. Are they really from Osea?
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired. Strider 1, bandit splashed.
We don't need to defeat them. Just delay their advance. Got it?
We're outnumbered. Taking heavy losses. We can't even run. The enemy will shoot us in the back.
Hey, you. Dumbass with the scratches on his tail. Hear me? I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me? Call me the Scrap Queen.
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
That voice. So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word. Hey, it's been a while. I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
I have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help these refugees. Count me in.
That's right.
Echo 13, all hostiles are down.
Understood. This is our last chance. We'll see how far we can go.
Destroyed all of the targets. All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete. Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I'm thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
No kidding, sir. And he was taking this to the enemy's doorstep. Not me. Wait, you moron! Wait! What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Good job! The enemy tanks are still. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Missile. 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 Missile.
That's wrong. As everyone knows it, no other reason.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile.
Get moving!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
They're not refugees. They're criminals.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Roger that. Make them stop singing!
Damn it.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Pull up.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I can even do anything with that scrap.
Missile. Missile.
Everyone distance.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Hurry! Get moving!
Missile.
That takes care of them. No civilian casualties. Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Beginning terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected. The supply ships will be launched soon.
Yeah, that is valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the arsenal bird's air defense network. You've got to hurry or you're not going to make it.
Missile. Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
Let the supply ship get too far away, we'll be able to catch it.
That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships.
These guys have a head start. Target's using cloud cover to hide itself. Don't worry, we know where it's headed.
Alright, let's move in behind them and take them down.
The supply ships are on their scheduled flight path.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. 90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them! Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down. The supply ships are too far away. We'll never catch them at this rate. We've recalculated the remaining time. 60 seconds remain. Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress.
Can't say I blame him.
Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either. The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belkan accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Guuurrrrrrrrr forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Guuurrrrrr's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But, what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, and neuter the dogs at the stockpiling base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Target locked. Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat!
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Osean refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What is he talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused. I know. So what's this faction split with the Russian military? The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Vaslij, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends. Strider 1, target acquired.
We're all out of ammo!
Strider 1, target
Give up! We're not going to lose our country again!
Missile away.
Fire the SAM at once!
The resistance is strong. They seem pretty desperate.
Locked on.
They have 4 aircraft! Why are they at? More planes incoming! Fire more missiles! Fire whatever it takes! I want those planes full of holes!
Missile.
Why aren't there planes up in the air?
Missile.
Retreat! Our tank can't take on a fighter!
Missile.
Hostile has a lock.
Target destroyed. In gun range.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me!
Coming up on the castle.
We don't have enough AA.
Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Target acquired.
Yeah, I know.
Missile away.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Missile.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone building and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground. Drop where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines. We're targeting our anti-aircraft weaponry. They take it out way in town. There are 4 enemy aircraft, but one is causing us the most grief.
I heard about 3 strikes when I was in the East. What's 3 years?
Missile.
Target is in machine gun range.
Missile.
Locked on, Bandit.
All of our infantry fighting vehicles and tanks are gone.
Fox 2.
Lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on. What about up that, sir? The salmon's out. We're running out of ways to strike back.
Target acquired. New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
This town is of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we had to bomb it like we did.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll tell my son about.
Hey, destroyed! We're sitting ducks! Cancel takeoff. Soul Squadron, stand by.
Negative. This battle's over if we don't get up there. We're on with hope of restoration. Don't worry. Once we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
Everything's on fire!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood it. You are in violation of Shiraji airspace. Turn around or we'll be forced to shoot you down.
This is the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
You must be the snowbirds.
Missile.
It's absurd for you to be talking so tough after losing one of our leaders in Levanti. You bastard! You defile this country.
Missile.
As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Let's finish him before King gets here.
Locked on bandit. Missile, evading!
Enemy on your back.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
They think they're a band of knights. I hate them even more. They think they're actual nobility.
Missile.
Alright, I'm a wild gunman then. Time to shut your mouth.
Missile.
Behind the enemy. Locked on bandit.
Stall warning. Missile. Missile. Missile.
I'm out. Ejecting. I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
My target's tail.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger. Wilco.
Righto. Vito and I will take care of that one. Understood it.
Strider 1, Fox 3.
Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile. Missile.
Soul Squadron. We've snowboarded leader to King.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Stall warning. Missile. Missile.
Don't underestimate
Missile.
them just because Mr. X isn't here.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
These guys are just as responsible for Wiseman.
Locked on bandit.
Target was not struck. Strider 1, missile launched.
Let's do this.
Hostile behind me. Target locked.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
What the hell do you know about Wiseman?
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
How long is this battle going to go on?
You're low on missiles.
I've got a sitting duck here. Enemy on your back. Locked on bandit. These guys expect us to surrender? I'll kill them myself.
Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
The rookie in unison.
Missile. Missile.
It's at the leader. We can take him without King. Ball's been hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time.
A miss, as expected, but a lucky shot would be boring.
Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from the aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Missile.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you.
Missile.
I am not that person.
Hostile team squad will be retreating.
Missile.
Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on.
Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Hands to trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
Not bad. Get closer.
Something to guide us. Wait, can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with Mihai taught me something. True fighters don't move. They replace the cosmos of the skies. And there with the rest of the Janet Air Force should be fighting against it.
That's not it. That will not do.
They knocked out Trigger!
High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky.
We can still help you.
Missile.
Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home.
plane.
Dan, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through. Welcome. Might just cost us our lives.
The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack.
Get closer. Someone to guide us. Wait, I can't think of anyone other than you. Being together with me taught me something. True fighters don't belong in the pool. They have no place in the cosmos of the skies. They're what the most legit Air Force should be fighting against.
Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of the pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy.
Hey, look. It's like the sky's been sliced wide open. The experimental unit probably made themselves a toy.
Smash those missiles right into the ground.
Does this guy have a death wish?
Hey, this just seems like another ordinary day for him.
Bad news. Its accuracy is increasing with each shot. Take him down as quickly as possible.
Cooldown complete. System power at 50%. 120%.
Not bad. That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow them to pieces.
Railgun has been fired.
Beyond the limits of machine assistance, I say.
Missile launched.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot.
120%.
You're still not fast enough.
Positional prediction complete.
Fired.
Cooldown complete. System power at 50%.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation. And I've found every last one of them.
Fox 2. It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit. Can you hear me, pilot with the 3 strikes? This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. Feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?
When we got to the mainland, we found the space elevator's support facility. I guess this was the factory where they built the gigantic structure the elevator traveled in. There was this little girl sitting in front of a mural. When the princess saw her, she shuddered like she'd seen a ghost. The girl had a stuffed animal. This was the day after the shit went down at Tyler Island. She walked right up to the princess, took her hand, and led her into the factory. One thing's for sure, they knew each other. The factory had been converted to a production line for Erusian drones. It was fully automated and chugging along, making drone after drone after drone. Once they got inside, the princess stopped and just stood there. Another girl was there with a man in a lab coat. He was trying to use his keyboard, but she wouldn't let him. She took a data chip and threw it on the ground. Then she walked over to us and took the gun from the prison guard's holster. She pulled the trigger and destroyed the chip. Later, I found out that the girl with the gun and the one with the stuffed animal were sisters. They were also the granddaughters of Mihai A. Shalaji, the legendary pilot. Gramps used to talk about him. He said Mihai was the top ace from 2 wars ago. Know any Belkans? Because this guy was a Belkan, and they love to stir shit up. Pitting nations against other nations is a particular favorite of theirs, along with developing hyper-advanced technology.
That's right. I'm Belkan, born and raised. My country is gone now. Rather than surrender to its enemy, Belka detonated 7 nuclear weapons on its own soil. My people scattered around the globe, living in the shadows of other countries. We had a new purpose: to breed wars. The theory was that through war, we could achieve our destiny and our revenge. I had just finished inputting Mihai's data when his granddaughter came in. She destroyed the only copy I had of the information I squeezed out of him. The girl loved Mihai. No one knew more than her just how hard I pushed her grandfather for that data, how much I made him sacrifice in the process. I promised his granddaughters that his efforts were not in vain, that it could end this terrible war. But in the end, it only caused more chaos and despair. We were responsible for all this damage, all this tragedy. Now, we were going to pay for it. The Erusians, once our allies, would see to that. I had lost the drive to continue my work, even before I noticed Mihai's granddaughters eyeing me with suspicion that one day. I should have stopped then, for all our sakes. Mihai's granddaughter tossed the gun aside. She said if she resorted to killing, she'd just end up like the rest of us. And by us, she meant everyone, including the princess. Like me, the princess was afraid to look into the girl's eyes. She knew that by encouraging her people, she kept the war going. Mihai and his granddaughter were victims of it, and now, they too were paying the price.
Is this for Belka? Or for Erusea? My grandfather had only one wish: to continue soaring through the endless skies. That was the only place where he felt alive. But I don't even have a country to call home, let alone the sky. The Black Forest, the lake, they are no longer mine. Even though those lands were once cherished by my late mother. We have to learn to put that sense of nostalgia behind us and behave like mature adults.
My homeland. She's right. It feels so far away now. The woman with the rifle approached me. She was focused on more pressing issues.
I checked the computer. All of the data on the legendary ace had already been installed.
No, I pulled it before it was completed. However, there are 2 aircraft that are already scheduled to be manufactured based on that data.
We must destroy the factory.
This isn't the only one. There are more facilities just like it, and the 2 planes containing the data will be manufactured at one of those facilities.
So, this place runs on solar power that the space elevator generates, right? How about the others? We can destroy the space elevator and cut the power to them. First things first, let's take this one out.
I'll show you which locations to target.
I stood there, thinking about that mural by the factory's entrance. Harling commissioned it to be painted. I realized that in the background, behind the dancing figures, the artist had painted several space elevators. I understand now. The space elevator wasn't designed to exploit Erusia after all.
Good. And afterwards, we'll bring down the space elevator itself. No matter why it was built, right now, it's the root of this chaos.
I wonder...
Yes?
I wonder... which path you would choose when looking at Harling's mirror.
Let's get the briefing started.
We've done enough air operations. Just let us go home.
There's no path for us to get home. Whatever direction you fly, it'll be right into a hail of enemy fire. Earlier, we received a communication via the partially restored general network. Here is what it contained.
Apparently, the Erusian radicals have gathered around the space elevator.
As it's a source of energy. Give the warmongers a powerful energy source, and you give them the luxury to keep on fighting. In response to this, people from both Osea and Erusia have joined forces, and will take down the final Arsenal bird in a saturation attack from the air and the sea. Once that's achieved, they'll take the space elevator from the aggressors.
Has the source been verified?
It could be fake. I hear you. Take a look at what's written at the end. Hey, dumbass. If you want to bring the world back from the brink, go to the lighthouse. You can see the future.
Dumbass? Sounds familiar.
It certainly does. It's from those guys we met in Tyler Island. The 444 Squad. It's a message to all those looking to end the war. But I also think it's a message for Trigger.
Guess we'll do what it says.
Okay. Well then, I'm thinking we go roast that damn bird.
Looks like we're all on the same page. It's time to end this war. Time to fly, guys. Let's go get that Arsenal bird.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
We need help! Don't let them damage more! Show them what the erosion, no, what fighter pilots are made of! Thanks, I owe you. No sweat.
Get into formation. We have the numbers.
Well, if it isn't the LRSSG, looks like our luck has turned. LRSSG, you will secure air superiority. There are Erusian aircraft in the Coalition, so they have been ID'd as friendly via the data link.
Just confirmed it.
The Erusian government aircraft, including drones, will show up as hostiles. You two aces, I'm thinking it's time to show us what you've got.
We don't have two anymore. Guess nobody told them.
That's quite true, Count. It's not just two. Wiseman trained his squad well. Everyone still in it as an ace. He'd be proud of you all.
Some of their squadrons are in weird formations.
They have manned aircraft with UAVs and slave mode.
All this just to keep a war going.
To all of you who have gathered here, regardless of your country, this is headquarters of the Ocean Army Southern Command. Wait, you forget that designation. We are a coalition formed exclusively for the sole purpose of taking down the Arsenal Bird. Wait until we're ready to strike the Arsenal Bird in unison.
Roger. What's he doing speaking on an open channel? The enemy can hear everything he's saying. There's no other choice. The Erusian aircraft are in the coalition as well.
This is Gold Squadron and Rival Squadron of the Erusian Air Force. We're here on our own. Lancaster, we're entering your airspace.
This is SO-2. Republic of Bosnich are also moving to rendezvous. There's only one squadron.
It's Mr. X's crew.
Count, ease up. Engagement is forbidden.
Don't worry, I know. We need every bird we can call upon. Even if they were flying with the guy that killed Wiseman.
These elevators are symbol of the new Erusia. This is where we shall begin our counterattack.
How many more do we need to take out?
Shoot them down one at a time. They'll run out eventually.
Advantage back.
Okay, commencing transmission. I'm speaking over both terrestrial broadcasting and video transmission networks. It's not important why. No, we are. First, our goals. Destroy the space elevator. Second, we want power to the drone factory cut in order to put a stop to all the war and chaos that its products cause. And last, we want to bring an end to this pointless war that has given rise to a state of anarchy. Let me tell you what's going on right now. The land is overrun with refugees who have lost their homes. This is no isolated incident. In spite of that, the war continues to rage overhead.
Ally has been shut down.
Enemy has fled.
This airspace is like a testing ground for their weapons. One of those bastards show themselves.
I've got this one.
Right, enemy has a lock.
Bio machines for everything. We must protect our own lives. My God.
Are the friendly illusions rebels or what?
They're rebels, but I'm sure it's more complicated than that. Rush up on coordinates later. Focus on the enemy.
Copy that. Take a look. See that line continuing above the horizon? The cable goes up to the sky as far as the eye can see. Not many people know this, but the space elevator is the world's tallest transmission tower. In theory, its radio waves cover exactly half the globe. We've jacked up signal in order to reach out to you.
Split strikes on our side? This projection's unheard in a long time. Against three strikes? Never again.
Enemies got locked!
The main Ocean force is to the south, so grit your teeth and fight.
Enemy sighted.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again.
Target that stray UAV. Take it down now.
With the communications infrastructure down, this broadcast can only be transmitted to certain regions. If you can access the server, consider yourself lucky. You get to see a real live princess. Hey, Cosette, say hello to everyone. Yes.
It's safe over here. We're taking away their guns.
Yes. Let's open up the exit. Everyone get the refugees into the underground tunnel. George, Tabloid.
All right, understood.
Missile.
It's a battle for independence. We'll take down the Arsenal Bird and build a new country.
Some coalition this has turned out to be, huh? They'll keep talking big once the war's over, too. You can bet on it. We need something or someone to guide us.
Strider 2, Fox 2. I heard 3 strikes was already here. Fire at will.
Our princess is looking at a mural. There's another one there too. It shows a whole bunch of space elevators. Skies unknown. Cosette, let's go. Yes!
Warning! Missiles launched from the Arsenal Bird. They're Helios projectiles. All aircraft, stay clear of the blast area. 10 seconds to impact. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Impact.
How many got caught in that explosion?
Lancaster, we have more incoming.
Unknown. Proceed with caution.
We can't switch off the security system, but we've got this. If what he said is true, this will give us at least 10 seconds. Cosette! Cosette! What the hell's wrong with you? Get back here! As you all saw, we have a problem. The princess went by herself into the maintenance area and has shut us out. No idea what got her going this time. Stupid woman.
Missile launch from the Arsenal Bird. Shit, airburst type. Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. Helios arrived.
Don't fly so close together. My tail's been shot. I'm bailing out.
I said we were gonna take down the space elevator, but it's not like we can just go out there and chop it down. At the top of the windbreak, 6 location markers have been set in place. They monitor distortions in the space elevator. Those are the locations we need to target. If the sensors go bad, the elevator's observation system will think the elevator has fallen. Until its safety can be confirmed, all microwaves will be stopped.
Oh, I get it. What a party.
I was gonna do it myself. You dumbass.
Helios launched from the Arsenal Bird. 5 seconds. 3, 2, impact now.
Got that. It's all over.
Helios arriving in 10 seconds. 5 seconds to arrival. 2, inbound.
I'm going down.
It's up to you now.
30 seconds remaining. Target acquired.
Lock acquired. Firing.
The monster bird is in our trap. We'll use a saturation attack. Wait for the signal. They have me spiked. I'm hit, but still fighting.
has a lock on you.
Inform the Coalition units. We're nearing 0 hour. 10 seconds until the united attack of the Arsenal bird.
Incoming!
5, 4... Everybody, give this attack everything you've got. Open fire!
All missiles were shot out of the sky. Attack failed. Cruise missiles did not reach their target.
Damn monster.
Lancaster warning all aircraft. I have multiple blips on my scope.
Here they come.
That's something.
Missile.
Hey, look at the Arsenal bird.
Lasers!
Missile destroyer ship striking marker signed. We can't fight it! Evacuate!
Missile.
Flagship Starlink heavily damaged by laser weapons. Warriors captured aircraft controller melting. Signal blast! More lifeboats!
HQ, we have a problem. The damage to the Allied fleet is extensive.
That's some pretty impressive firepower. I, for one, did not see that coming.
The active protection system operated as expected. We should launch another saturation attack. Air power. You'll slow the Arsenal bird.
They have a lock on me.
Look at that light from the Arsenal bird.
Get back behind him.
It's ready against APS. All aircraft, break off from the Arsenal bird.
That was close. Thought the AWACS put them in a gutter.
That's not the control room. Go through the airlock and get on the maintenance elevator. Head to the top of the windbreak. Do you think you can put on that pressurized suit by yourself? You'll never get it on over those films.
Behind the enemy. I'm getting sick of that arrogant bastard. Seriously.
No good. The engine control room is gone. You're on the CIC.
Nothing crazy this thing. Where are we supposed to hit it?
Both main propellers have been stalled.
All aircraft. We can no longer commence with the second saturation attack. All aircraft. Separately engage in direct attacks.
HQ, it won't be easy to take down the Arsenal bird with conventional weaponry. All the ace pilots in the world won't save us unless we have a plan.
Give us time. We'll see what we can do.
You're just thinking about it now? Cover any friendlies, it's hit. Enemy on your 6!
Strider 1, Fox 2. Some propeller confirmed destroyed. It's ready against APS.
Strider 1 was shot down.